before it became Sentosa. This island was feared across Singapore. The Malays called it Pulau Blakang Mati, the island behind death. In 1942, after Singapore fell to the Japanese Imperial Army, the island's British artillery barracks became prison camps for captured Allied soldiers. Hundreds entered the jungle compound alive. Many never came back out, but among the prisoners, one man secretly built a forbidden radio from scraps stolen around the camp. And according to surviving witnesses, strange things began happening after the broadcasts started. The British believed Singapore was impossible to conquer. Its coastal defenses, artillery batteries, and island fortresses were designed to stop any naval invasion. But in February 1942, Japanese forces attacked from the north through Malaya. Within weeks, British defenses collapsed. Thousands of British and Australian troops were captured. On Pulau Blakang Mati, military barracks meant for soldiers were transformed into prison compounds. The prisoners housed at Fort Siloso and the Blakang Mati barracks suffered under brutal conditions. Food was scarce. Water was contaminated. Disease spread rapidly through the overcrowded buildings. Survivors later described men collapsing during forced labor, and guards beating prisoners for hiding scraps of food. Some prisoners reportedly survived by catching insects, rats, and jungle plants growing near drainage trenches. At night, the camps became unnaturally silent. Witnesses claimed the jungle around the barracks felt wrong. Among the prisoners was an Australian radio enthusiast. Using scavenged wires, broken components, and hidden batteries, he began assembling a secret radio receiver beneath the barracks floorboards. Discovery meant execution. Every broadcast had to remain silent from the guards. Late at night, prisoners gathered in darkness, while the operator tuned weak Allied transmissions through static. For starving men trapped on an island prison camp, hearing news of Allied victories became the only hope they had left. After the radio broadcasts began, prisoners reportedly noticed strange disturbances inside the barracks. Footsteps echoed through empty corridors after midnight. Some claimed they heard coughing from rooms where prisoners had already died. One witness later described seeing a wet figure standing near the barracks doorway during heavy rain, before disappearing into darkness. Others believed the island itself had become haunted by the suffering inside the camps. Beneath Fort Siloso, underground tunnels connected ammunition storage rooms and military positions across the island. During the occupation, prisoners were allegedly interrogated inside these concrete chambers. Years after the war ended, maintenance workers reportedly refused to enter certain tunnel sections alone. Several claimed they heard voices speaking English from empty corridors underground. Today, Pulau Blakang Mati is known by another name, Sentosa. Millions visit the island every year for beaches, resorts, and attractions. But hidden beyond the tourist areas, remnants of the wartime prison camps still remain. Rusted bunkers, empty corridors, forgotten tunnels swallowed by jungle growth, and according to some workers, the old barracks are still avoided after dark. One former prisoner later recalled that even after liberation, the island never felt normal again. He described an overwhelming silence inside the old barracks after midnight, as if the buildings themselves remembered what happened there. Many of the dead were buried anonymously. Some bodies were never recovered at all. Pulau Blakang Mati means the island behind death. Long before luxury resorts and beaches covered the shoreline, men suffered, starved, and disappeared inside those barracks. And according to those who still work near the old tunnels, some nights The island sounds exactly the same as it did in 1942. Would you enter the tunnels after midnight?